Hi, good afternoon, Sarika. Thanks very much indeed for allowing me to intrude into your programme today. Now, I'm very proud to introduce to you somebody who we've heard so much about over the years, both recent and the past as well. And I'm talking about none other than Mr. Andrew Strauss, no less. And of course, Andrew Strauss, the famous cricketer. And I think it'd be more appropriate to say Mr. Andrew Strauss, OBE. Now, just a little bit about him. Of course, he's been into international cricket in many ways. He's played county cricket for Middlesex County Cricket Club, who was was formerly captain of England's Test cricket team as well. Strauss made his first-class debut in 1998 and his one-day international ODI debut in Sri Lanka in 2003. So just imagine the history this man has got. Now, he's deputised for Michael Vaughan as England's captain in 2006, and Strauss was appointed on a permanent basis for the 2008 and 2009 tour of the West Indies, followed by Kevin Peterson's resignation. He's enjoyed immense success, and with 3 centuries under his belt and retaining captaincy in 2009, well, he's captained England, the England team, to a 2-1 victory in the 2009 Ashes. Well, he's got lots of accolades to his name. For us and this radio station, the biggest accolade is that we're talking to him live here, right here on Dilse. Mr. Andrew Strauss, welcome to Dilse Radio.
Thank you very much to be on.
It's lovely to have you. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you today is that we are supporting, and both our stations, Lyca Radio and Dilse, are supporting a very special charity, which is Cricket for Heroes, under the umbrella of Help for Heroes. Can you tell us a little bit about what this charity is about? Now, there's a huge event that's taking place this Thursday at the Kia Oval. Cricket for Heroes is what it's called, and we've been talking about it right here on this radio station. Andrew, could you tell us what your involvement in all of this is going to be this Thursday?
Well, basically, in a nutshell, I'm dusting off the old pads and putting the lid on and going out and having a bat. We're playing a fantastic array of talent is on display. We're playing a 2020 match in aid of Help for Heroes. We've got some incredible stars from both present and past players, and hopefully a full house at the Oval. It's going to be a lot of fun and excitement, and I'm just hoping I don't embarrass myself, quite frankly.
I don't think you will, but we're holding our hopes high for you anyway. May I just talk a little bit about the charity Help for Heroes, under which the umbrella Cricket for Heroes comes from? Andrew, can I just say, why do people actually need help in this way, and the initiative that's taken by Cricket for Heroes to help the charity? What's it all about?
Yeah, well, I mean, Help for Heroes is now a very well-established charity, which aids wounded, injured, and sick servicemen to get better after the trauma that they faced in the theatre of war. Obviously, our servicemen have been put in some pretty difficult positions over the last decade or so, and some of them are still trying to recover from that. And also, I suppose the supplementary aim is just to try and help integrate them back into civilian life. So an incredibly important role is played by the charity. They've really done such amazing work for so many people, and there's always more need. Even though the war's over, there is still need to help these people to suffer from, in a lot of cases, is very long-term damage and trauma.
The game of cricket is almost a religion for Asians, and would I be right in saying that the more people who turn up at this Thursday's Kia Oval, the more they'll be helping and contributing to this charity that you speak about?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a massive fundraiser for Help for Heroes. As I said before, we're trying to get a full house at the Oval. We've got some incredible stars, like for the Asians out there. MS Dhoni will be there. Sunil Gavaskar, I think, is going to be umpiring or managing. We've got Mahela Jayawardene is playing. Alongside them, Brian Lara, Graham Smith. From England, ex-England players, Graham Swan, Simon Jones, Matthew Hogarth. We've got a great array of talent. And it's going to be a lot of fun, but obviously there'll be a bit of a competitive instinct and spirit coming out as well.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, but you'll be donning on the shin pads and getting out to your cricket bat and dusting off the cobwebs. Will you be facing these big names that you've mentioned, or will you be playing alongside them, being a huge name yourself, Andrew?
No, so some of them will be playing in my team and others will be playing against me. Yeah, so I mean, I'm lucky enough to be captaining one of the sides, which means I can make sure that I come in when the worst bowling is on. That's going to be my aim anyway.
You've played in front and against some of these people in some of the matches that you've played in the many years that you've had a successful career at cricket, in Test matches and ODIs as well. What's the feeling going to be when you face them on the pitch again at the Key Oval on Thursday?
Well, I think it's just going to be amazing to get out there in the middle again and hopefully, as I said, have a great crowd out there. It'll kind of reconnect me in some ways to the good old days. Very different atmosphere. It's not going to be win at all costs, although there will be clearly, as I said, a competitive instinct going on. But it's just going to be a lot of fun. Good chance to see some of the guys I haven't seen in a long time, and as we both said already, just to raise some really much-needed funds for a fantastic charity.
Do you know of any of the success stories, apart from the ones that you've already mentioned and highlighted, some of the success stories that the charity Help for Heroes and Cricket for Heroes has achieved to date? Any examples it could give us, perhaps?
Well, I think it'd be wrong to single anyone out. I mean, there are literally thousands of people that have benefited from their help and support, and sometimes it's physical injury, sometimes it's mental injury, sometimes it's sickness, sometimes it is just about getting people reconnected to civilian life. So there is a huge amount of work that's done in so many different fields. And as I said before, that this is work that needs to keep going. It's not something that's going to stop now that we're not actively engaged in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Indeed. I'm going to turn our attention back towards cricket again, Andrew, if I may. You deputised for Michael Vaughan as England captain in 2006, and then you were appointed on a permanent basis for the 2008-2009 Tour of the West Indies. So you're going to be captaining the team on Thursday as well. Will the feelings be the same as what they were then?
Yeah, I suppose I'm going to have to try and remember what the laws of the game are. 20 over cricket. I haven't played that for a long time, so I'll do a bit of studying beforehand, but it can't. I mean, I'm sure it's like riding a bike. I'll be all right.
We have the greatest confidence in you in doing exactly that, and likewise.
Yeah, thank you.
You mentioned it's a 20 overs game. How stressful is that? Is it a grueling task as far as cricketers and experts who are at hand like yourselves? Is it a difficult task?
Look, very, very high tempo, high intensity affair. As a captain, you've got to think on your feet. As a batsman, you've got to have a wide array of shots that you can bring out against different types of bowling. So my one net session in 3 years is probably not sufficient to get me back into the type of form I need to be in. But look, it's a challenging game. It's a fantastically exciting game to play, and it's an even better game to watch.
The fact that two major London radio stations, Lyca Radio and Dilse, are also involved with this great initiative, what do you think it means to our listeners, Andrew?
Well, listen, it's great that you're able to kind of broadcast the message. I think that's such an important thing for people to know the match is going on, to understand a bit more about the charity, but hopefully also just to get many more people down to the Key Oval to celebrate what's going to be a fantastic event. I think the game kicked off at 6:25 p.m. So you can get there after work and have a really fun evening.
That's what it's really all about. I was just going to say, you took the words out of my mouth. Have a great evening out. Andrew, to conclude, if people want to get involved, not only at the Key Oval this Thursday and perhaps want to get involved in the game of cricket and the charity that we've mentioned, Help for Heroes under Cricket for Heroes, how do they get in touch and what do they need to do?
Well, the easiest thing really is just to visit the Help for Heroes website, helpforheroes.org.uk, and all the details are there in this kind of great new technological age. You just a couple of clicks away and you'll have a ticket in your hand.
That's fantastic. I wish you good luck, and I wish you and your team all the very best of luck on Thursday. We'll be there cheering you on as well, Andrew Strauss. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us right here on Dilse.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.